Hello, I'm 𝙁𝙗𝙁𝙗, and I am this week's host of the Flying Falcon. As you can see, this week's episode of the Flying Falcon does look a little different, as we concluded all of our spring season, and that just wrapped up our entire year this past week. We thought it'd be great to sit down with our athletic director, Mr. Phil Gilotte, and our assistant to the athletic director, Miss Casey Kidwell, and just do a full recap of the entire school year when it comes to the athletics. My first question goes to Miss Kidwell. As a first-year attendee here at Gerstell, what was really your favorite moment?
So I wouldn't say I have a favorite moment per se, but it was really great to get into Gerstell, get to know the community, get to know the students, the student athletes. It's been a pleasure getting to use the leadership principles and attributes daily in my job. If I were to pin a specific moment, it was really awesome to see the girls basketball team host the 𝙏𝙚𝙚 playoff games and have them win one. The environment and ambiance was just out of this world.
I know, I think you can agree with me when we say it's great to have Ms. Kidwell part of our team this year.
Definitely.
So now our next thing isn't really a specific question. It's going to be more about a conversation, just a recap of the entire all three seasons, including our fall, our winter, and our spring. So we can go ahead, we can start talking about our fall sports and just about our favorite moments and the most exciting moments as athletic directors, and just also me just being there as a manager, most exciting things to see as like a school community.
Yeah, I think definitely our boys soccer team making the championship game in the MIAA. Obviously, anytime one of your teams makes it to the championship, it's exciting. It was on a Saturday. Don't remember exactly where it was. Anne Arundel. So that was exciting. Seeing our team compete game in and game out was definitely exciting.
Yeah, I really liked watching volleyball this season. It's my first year working at a school that has volleyball, so that was a lot of fun to get to see that. And it was their first season in the 𝙏𝙚𝙚, and they did really well, made the playoffs, and even the regular season defeating #1 Chapelgate was pretty cool to see. That was a really fun game. And sitting in the Elmira at the end was really cool.
For sure. And then also just one more thing about just fall. I know we haven't talked about girls soccer yet, but also big shout out to all of our all-conference players throughout all the seasons. Then we go to girls soccer. Any moments stick out to you guys?
Marissa Wargo hitting that game-winning goal during, I think that was the homecoming game.
Yes.
Or was it the senior game?
It was senior.
Or was it senior? I know it was one of the two.
It was the senior game. She hit it from about 20 yards out?
Something like that. It was insane.
It was crazy.
Was it double overtime or? I think it was in double overtime.
I think it was
double overtime.
It was double overtime.
Because you weren't here, right?
Not yet.
Yeah. I think it was double overtime.
Double overtime.
But
yeah, that
was
was a really cool game to be at and be able to see. And the student section was just going crazy, which I love when the students come to support their fellow.
So do I.
Yeah, also all the cross-country meets that we held were always exciting. I think Ben Shapiro, with his times from the beginning of the season to the end of the season and how much he improved, was really cool to see. His first year running, just to see kind of his transformation with cross-country was really exciting.
For sure. Next we'll go into our winter sports. You already kind of started with girls basketball. Do you want to add anything on there?
They were just really fun to watch this season. It was some really high-level basketball that we got to see out of those girls, and we had so many great athletes, so many good players, a couple all-conference selections, and it was disappointing in the end to lose the 3 seed, right before that championship. But the girls, I think, really had a great emotional season, a great bond. They have a great culture within that program. That was really nice to be a part of throughout the winter season's a long season, but they made it so much fun.
I agree. Just being a manager or part of the girls basketball program, I'm more into it. And yeah, the culture that is in that program is just so special to be a part of.
Yeah, another thing that sticks out to me is watching Caleb. Obviously, he was new to Gerstell this year, and small in stature, but boy, was he exciting to watch every game.
Breaking records.
Yeah, some of the shots that he made were pretty impressive. And then his 39-point performance. I believe is a school record.
For sure.
It's definitely a school record since I've been back, but it's really exciting to see. And Tony was a complimentary piece to that, which was again new to Gerstell. It's cool to see them get their feet wet and have such a great season.
Yeah, 100%.
I think Caleb could be on pace to break the career scoring record.
Like all throughout high school.
Yeah, when I was talking to
Yeah,
I think he's on pace to break that record.
So looking at girls lacrosse, we're only graduating, I think it's about 2 senior starters, graduating 2 senior starters. So majority of our team is returning, so it'll also be interesting to see what comes from there.
Yeah, we have a lot of good 8th grade girls coming up, and some new to Gerstell 9th graders, so that will be an exciting, still young team next year.
To circle back to the winter real quick, I am also really excited because our girls basketball team is pretty young too. A lot of sophomores and freshmen. I'm excited to see them, kind of work their nerves out. Having, this past year was the first full year since the COVID season went on, so it'll be exciting to see their improvements and how they really grow as a team. And on the boys' side, this year was Coach Sheaver's first year, the head of boys basketball, and it'll be interesting to see how the kids are continuously improving in that culture, and bringing back Caleb and Tony and Jaden is huge. They'll be integral parts of the team this year. I mean, they were this past year too, but having another year under their belt makes them that much better.
For sure.
Yeah, and then baseball in the spring, I know, again, we graduated 4, we talked about this a little bit, but we graduated 4, and we have some kids coming in, and the, majority of our team being young, again, if we can get over that hump, next year could be an exciting season for us.
And then I think that wraps up what we're looking forward to for all our sports next year.